Welcome back, and as you can see, we're not in the workshop this time, we're in my kitchen, and the reason for that is really quite straightforward. It's absolutely freezing here at the moment, so without further ado, let's get on. So what I find is the easiest device to use to make bread in is actually the base of my food mixer. I'm very lucky I've got a really good KitchenAid food mixer, and this bowl that comes with it is absolutely perfect for making bread in. So let's just put some starter into our bowl. Bubbling away nicely. And what I do is about, 200 grams straight into the bottom of the bowl. Eventually I did put in exactly 500 grams of flour in there. You can add all sorts of things. I sometimes put some grains in here, I sometimes put a more rustic flour like a rye flour, just a little bit. And on this occasion I think I'm just going to add a little sprinkle of caraway. I forget to put the salt in all the time and it totally ruins the bread. It ends up completely flavourless. Do not miss the salt. So throw a third one of those. And finally, 350 mils of water. I use a food mixer with a dough hook. These things are absolutely amazing. And then set it going. And I think this is just going to take maybe 4 or 5 minutes, if even less. Just a few minutes just to combine it all. The sprinkling flour into the bowl will help you get it out easier. Then with the heel of your hand, just push it like this. And fold it back over. Push and pull. So heel, pull it back. Heel, pull it back. There we go. Mixed in with a bit of folding, just pull it over from outside. I'm just sort of getting air and stretching the bread. Roll it in a bit of flour, just so it can keep it moving. And then rotating it. So I'm always doing it down the rolled up length, like that. Tip it over and slide it under. Put your hands under and draw it back, like that. That tends to make the dough fold into itself. Okay, we need to plonk it back in a bowl and put a lid on it and keep it warm for about an hour. So all I'm going to do is leave it over here with a lid on it. There's a radiator under here, so it's nice and warm. This is where the cat sits. One of the problems with bread making is you end up with big gaps in the day. One of the things I found that fills my day quite well is I like to build a guitar. So whilst I'm not making bread, I can quickly whip up something that I can play later on. And this is a guitar I'm making at the moment. It's a Les Paul Junior. And I've got to the stage now where I've pretty much completed the neck and the body's in very good shape. So whilst we're waiting for that bread to rise, we might as well stick these two bits together. So when you glue something up, it's always best to do what's called a dry assembly first. And that's where you literally just place it all together, make sure it fits. I'm going to take this radiusing block and I'm going to put a bit of mouse mat, which I've chopped out from one I didn't really like, it was too thin, but it's perfect for this. And I hope that that's going to allow me to apply just enough pressure to hold it in place without forcing the frets into the fretboard. Let's plonk that on there. And I think that will do it. I can slide these under like this and tighten up, yeah, and I can see it's pulled it into position straight away. So let's get this glued up. I'm going to spread this around using my special spreader. Finger. Right. And this will be the last time, hopefully, this comes out. Yeah, there's a lot of squeeze out. Now, this squeeze out, broken cocktail stick, that works nicely. So now I'm going to start clamping it. I'm going to put the radius block on top and then take this clamp and then one in the middle. Not too much. I think I've got enough force on there to hold it, but I don't want any more than is necessary. It may look weird, but that I think is a good clamping job. I'm going to put that aside now. I just wanted to say a huge thank you to you all. I mean, it was, I think, March of this year when I first made a video. My wife said to me, you know, you're making all these guitars and you're a filmmaker, why don't you film the making of the guitars? So the first one was the harmony guitar, which I hope you have seen, but from there the whole thing has developed. And now I have several thousand followers, and it's mind-blowing, incredible. Thank you so much for following me and enjoying me, strange phrase. And I would just like to say a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I hope the new year brings even more projects, and I hope you'll come along with me on that journey, on those projects, and we can have some fun together. Anyway, let's get back to the build, bread making. That's going to be needed a few more times before it ends up in the oven for about 35 minutes, but we won't see that until the morning, I don't think. Well, it's the next morning, and I think we can probably just take these off now. That is very exciting. That's so well balanced. Anyway, that's it for 2022. That's all done, and this has come out lovely. Unfortunately, I forgot all about the bread, and it went in the oven very late last night, so well, this was breakfast obviously, but not the success that the guitar was. Anyway, I hope to see you all soon, and I'll see you in the new year. Well, you know what they say, never work with Tory Prime Ministers or bread. Anyway, that's the end of 2022. Looking forward, of course, to 2023 and lots of new projects. Anyway, I hope to see you soon, and please subscribe.